Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked.
Okay, y'all, so I am back with a super exciting video. It's gonna be not too long. It's just gonna be a quick little chat, but as I'm sure you already know by the title, I was accepted into the nursing program that I applied to. So I'm really just kind of gonna jump right in. Just to kind of explain a few things. So the first thing is, I know a lot of people kind of asked me, why didn't I apply to multiple programs? And the truth of the matter is, the simple answer is like, I really just didn't want to, but also because it would be a lot harder. So the program that I applied to, I'm currently taking the last of my prereqs at that school. And it would be a lot harder trying to get into a program where I would have to get 2 transcripts sent over to that school. So say I applied to a different program, I would have to get the transcript from my first college, the college that I'm in now, and then sent over to that new program. And usually that takes time to actually figure out what classes translate or coordinate with another at a different university or college. So that was the main reason. It was just a little bit more convenient. So yeah, but anyway, so I got in, but guys, so I have my acceptance letter here. So I'm just gonna read like the little first paragraph. So it just says, "Dear Krista, congratulations, you have been selected for the spring 2023 nursing class, contingent upon completing AMP2 with a C or better. We hope that you are excited about starting your nursing education. We're looking forward to working with you to meet your academic and career goals." So that's the gist of it. So I'm like super excited, but guys, let me tell you, I just got this a couple of days ago. But so this is how I actually found out. So I had an advisement appointment a few weeks back, a little bit over, well, maybe not a little bit over, maybe just under a month ago, with my advisor. So she tells me, she was like, she said, "I don't want to make your class schedule for next semester right now." She was like, "Because I actually have to go into the office to see what classes from your first school coordinate with what. And I don't want to put you in classes that you've already taken or that you already have credit for." So she said, "Wait a little bit closer to the end of the semester, call me back and we'll set up your schedule." So I said, okay. So she said, because of that, more than likely, and also I had talked to the program director and the program secretary before, like right when I turned in my application, and they basically all told me the same thing. Because I was taking prereqs right now, I probably wouldn't hear back until after they had gotten my final grades. So, which is in December. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I am just hanging out in my living room one day and I get a call and I notice that, like, I know that this could be nobody but somebody from this program because of the number. So I'm like, okay. So I pick up the phone, so I'm like, hello. So the secretary, she's like, "Is this Krista?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." So she said, "We were calling because we hadn't heard back from you about whether or not you were going to accept or decline your position in the program." So I said, "Well, I didn't know I got in." So she said, "Well, we sent out acceptance letters 2 weeks ago." She said, "You only have 2 more days to confirm your spot." So I said, "I never got it." And so she said, "Well, let me double check your address." So we went through the address was right in the system. So she was like, "I'm not sure why you didn't get it." So I said, "Well, let me go to my mailbox today." I said, "And I will call you back." So I went, still nothing. I called my parents. I was like, maybe by some accident they sent it to my parents' house. They didn't have anything. So I call her back. I tell her. So she said, okay. She said, "We'll get you a new one." She said, "I'll send this one to your email." She said, "But I just need you to email me back about whether or not you're going to accept or decline your spot." So of course I accepted my spot. And we kind of went from there. So everything was good. I went to the office a couple of days ago. I went to the office a couple of days ago to do my background check and to also get my physical done on campus, and they gave me the physical copy that was actually returned to them. When I looked at the envelope, they had left out one of the numbers on my address. So I was like, okay. But yeah, so I got my acceptance letter. Y'all, I am so relieved and excited, but I'm also nervous and anxious, obviously, because it's like I want this to fly by, but then I'm like, in my mind, I have a lot riding on this, obviously, a career. But not just a career, but this is really a stepping stone for me. Even though this is a solid career, this is not where I actually want to end up. So I actually want to end up in aesthetics. And even though I can do that as a nurse, I actually want to end up being a PA. So I just kind of am going to do it this route. So I really am just, like I said, I'm just a little bit nervous and anxious because I know a lot of what I have planned for my life is riding on this. But I also kind of wanted to talk very briefly about just a little bit of my background, because I know like some people always kind of dream of going into nursing, and I also kind of want to just like give a little bit of encouragement to people who really didn't have like a straight line to their destination. So with me, I'm 25. And a little bit about me is I actually went to my first school. I went to a university here in my hometown on a full scholarship. And by the end of my junior year, like I literally had a couple of semesters left. I did very well all the way through, but this one semester, I don't know what happened, but I just ended up getting so thrown off, so off track. I was very depressed. I had a lot of personal stuff going on, and I ended up performing so poorly. I didn't get like all F's or anything, but I did not do well, especially compared to how I had been performing. But I ended up getting on probation for my scholarship. And I ended up I was like, I'm just gonna take a semester off to really regroup and get some things together. And I remember actually talking to the dean of the honors college, who my scholarship, because it was a full ride, was done through the honors college. So I had to meet with her, and I ended up telling her like, I'm just going to take a semester off. Like, I don't really know what's going on. I don't want to be in school another semester and end up like this and lose the scholarship completely. So she was like, okay. She said, obviously, she was like, if you take a semester off, you won't have your scholarships. She was like, but the truth of the matter is, because you're on probation, you actually won't have your scholarship either. So, because if you were on probation, you couldn't receive the scholarship until you were off probation. They would like hold it basically. So she said, if you give me documentation of everything that's going on, she was like, and come back the following semester, she said, we will hold the scholarship and we'll just appeal for you to get it back. So I said, okay. Y'all, that was in December of 2018, and it is now November of 2022. That's how long I took off. Well, I went back to school over the summer, but that's how long I took off of school. And so much happened in my life in those 4 years that I ended up just putting off going back to school over and over again until it was like, you know what, like I have to do something. This is not the life I want. I do have a very decent life. I do. But I also know that I want to work. Like, I want to actually have a career and not just like work a job, even though I, have like a high pay or a good paying job or whatever. I just wanted something more where I actually enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like something I'm actually passionate about. And I always wanted to go into medicine, and I knew I always wanted to go into aesthetics. So I was like, you know what is the best course of action? And I was just like, I'm going to go back to school for nursing, work as a nurse, and kind of build myself like as far as like a career, but also financially to actually do what I want to do. So yeah, that's a little bit of my background. But the reason why I even brought that up is because I know that it can be so tough when you get thrown off or when you have plans. But y'all, like, honestly, just stick it out. My career, my schooling has not been a straight line at all. I have taken multiple reroutes, but the truth of the matter is I honestly would not change it because I feel like my head is on much straighter. I'm older, so I just don't really care for like a lot of the miscellaneous activities that I cared for, you know, when I was in my first school. But also, like, I know how, like, I feel like I'm more so doing it for me now. When I was in school, of course I wanted to be in school the first time, but I felt like a lot of it was just proving to my parents, like, or really just doing stuff just so I wouldn't have to hear my parents, honestly. But now I'm doing everything for myself, and I feel like also because I'm having to invest my own money, I'm a lot more focused. I still have to pay for like my nursing supplies, the tests that I have to get done for nursing. And I don't just mean like my entrance exam, I mean like medical tests. Like, this stuff adds up so much, and I'm gonna actually make another prep video about it because I have easily spent thousands already on my books, my supplies, because I had to get a new computer, things like that, and the medical test that I was having to purchase. And like I said, that came out of my pocket. I didn't ask my parents for it at all. But that's another story for another day. But like I said, I just really wanted to get on here and share with you guys the super exciting news, but also just share a little bit of encouragement that everything will truly work out in its own time. You just have to be diligent. You just have to work hard. And you just have to reset if you encounter some bumps in the road. But other than that, I don't really have too much to say. I will be uploading this probably today, honestly. And I'm going to go ahead and upload a vlog also this week, which is just documenting the prep work that it's taking. And then next week, all of my supplies should be in, and I'm so excited to do my supply haul, even though we are not even in December. We'll be in December by the time that goes up, so we'll be a month out. And then I'm going to document a few more things, and then it's going to be nursing for me. So yeah, but let me know. Oh yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys would like for me to share anything else in particular, or if you have any questions just about like the specifics of my journey into this program, or if you guys just have any suggestions on supplies that helped you get through the program, things like that. But that's all I have to say. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Sometimes we